Yeah.
Then there's a scenario, let's say you're out with friends, there's 4 or 5 of you, and everyone's phone goes off but yours, and they're like, Nick, buddy, why didn't your phone go off? You're like, oh, I turned Amber Alerts off.
I opted out.
And they're like,
Or
what, you monster? Who turns Amber Alerts off? We got a balloon animal.
Big ol', an elephant. Look how fucking cute this is. Shout out to Maddie Stancic, Puffy the Clown, bringing joy and Marlboro lights to the children of Kansas City.
Maddie Stanzik. Birthday, March 14th.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. A clown. I didn't know she was a clown.
She's a professional.
Until yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm offended that I didn't know. I missed all the signs. I was like, wait, you're a clown? She's like, yeah. She literally showed up to the club on Thursday in her clown outfit.
Yeah,
I thought it was a Halloween gag.
No. She's just dressed for the office.
Then I was like, can I be a clown? And she was like, don't take this away from me. I said, can you train me? She was like, no.
You're born with it.
Yeah, I think she's
a clown.
She's just saying, don't get up in my clown business. I work too hard. She's probably a great clown.
Yeah. She put a lot of work into this balloon elephant. It took her several hours.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hire her.
Please hire.
If for some reason one of
Puffy
our
the Clown.
6 audience members needs a clown, hire her. Welcome to MKUsual.
It's like MK Ultra, but more normal. But normal.
We've been told that we're going off the rails. We're a bunch of crazy boys. I'm going to do a psychological... Usually I save my sneak attacks to the end, but I have a special psychological sneak attack today on you, Nick.
You said you're going to do a Rorschach test.
I'm going to do a Rorschach test. It's been weird around here. Nick talks to a sock who solves all of our roommate disputes. And so I'm just going to make sure he's doing okay. Okay, so you ready to start for those of you unfamiliar with the Rorschach test, it was invented by Dr. Rorschach.
Dr. Bill or James Rorschach.
Herman von Rorschach.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And it's just random ink blots. And then you look at them and you just describe what you see.
Abstract, yeah, it's abstract image.
It's supposed to tell you, it's kind of a Freudian thing. It's supposed to tell you about your subconscious. So, Nick, you ready to
I'm excited to
have your
learn.
mind probed?
Let's probe.
All right, number 1.
Oh, that's like, it makes me think of like the Elon Musk and the SpaceX, the rockets.
Incorrect. Those are 2 big schlongs. So you associate. Interesting. Okay. See if you can do any better. Here is number 2.
It reminds me of that time when I was a kid. I was in Maryland and there were crabs on the beach. The crab fishermen were coming in with the daily haul, and it always looked like crabs.
That is a butt fuck orgy. I'm sorry. Learning a lot about you.
I'm learning a lot about myself.
Okay, this one, just say whatever comes to mind. Just say it out loud. Final, third and final.
I'm gay.
I've never got that one before.
Am I doing okay, Doc?
You failed all three, but I'll let you live for now, I guess. I don't know. Put you on some pills.
Thank God.
This guy's crazy.
Why do they give? See, it's like normal people. They take drugs and they act crazy, but then the crazy people, they give them drugs. You'd think I would. Seems backwards.
Yeah.
A tenuous conclusion from the medical field. Giving crazy people drugs.
This just depends on the drug.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know I was gay. I thought I just like crabs and rockets and stuff.
You're not gay. That's not what that said. That was a random ink blot.
Oh, you're right. Well, you're the doctor. I don't.
You were actually looking at it upside down. This is
Yagwee.
Yagwee. Yeah, I'm skeptical of mental health institutions. I look back. I've had a few therapists. I look back, and honestly, there might be one of them that I trust in retrospect. And I trusted all of them at the time.
Yeah.
And having actually grown, and it's possible, maybe I'm just becoming a worse person. It's totally possible. I'm just becoming a worse person. However, I don't believe that. And I'm becoming far better and stronger every day. But when I look back, we'll do an episode about it sometime. There might be one who, in retrospect, after having grown as a person, who I look back and I think about our interactions, and I think about what they were telling me and trying to get at, and this and that, and their advice. There might be one that I really trust. Maybe that one. And even that one, I feel like, was milking me a little bit.
It's a for-profit industry at the end of the day.
Yes, and I don't want to fall down the rabbit hole that like all of medicine is a scam. I mean, people should be able to make money.
You took something away from those experiences with that person.
And looking back, I feel a little bit. We'll do a whole thing about it sometime. But I feel taken advantage of a little bit.
I had a psychiatrist, and I was like 20. And my mom thought I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because I couldn't focus on school or like keep a job. I go to the psychiatrist, and I thought that was like therapy. I thought I was supposed to like tell this guy about what I was thinking. So I wanted to, I had just seen The Matrix, and I wanted to like unpack the fucking. I wanted to like unravel the universe with him, and he was just trying to figure out how much Adderall he could give me.
Yeah. I'll make a list. I'll make a grievance list. We'll have a Rage Against Therapy episode. Well, you ready to start this shindig?
Yeah.
We have a special episode for you today.
It's a new segment.
Stand-up review. You've seen Tickle Nick.
Yeah.
We're going to force ourselves to write every week. I didn't write this week. You'll see the video.
Well, you didn't have to write everything you were thinking down. You came up with it.
Yeah. So we're just going to watch our own. We're going to force you to watch our stand-up videos and react to ourselves.
I think mine's queued up first, so I'll play it and then you tell me what you think.
Yeah, and you can give me your play-by-play. We can do a little we'll just play the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then
I'm just trying to keep it objective.
Yeah, I know, but I want to know the subjective side of it too. Like, I want to know what was going on in your head. I want to know what's wrong with you. I'm just kidding. I didn't see yours.
We'll figure it out.
This is going to shame me into doing more writing eventually.
Shout out to Sarah O'Sullivan for hosting.
Sarah Sullivan.
This is a Strong Ladies of Comedy episode.
This is strong, don't need no man.
Men are crazy and women are strong and don't need no man episode.
Sarah Sullivan, birthday, March 22nd.
It's like right.
Sarah, a good friend of mine, actually. Sarah helped me get back into comedy. I'm going to say that.
Good for her.
Yeah. She got me, we do a sketch group together. with some other funny people, and she re-enlivened her and some other younger people re-enlivened me.
You were a grizzled vet.
I don't know.
I don't.
Definitely more grizzled than her. Okay, let's watch your video.
Next comedian, don't be scared. Let's give it up for Nick Damoni.
Nick Damoni.
She still doesn't know my
Can we turn it down just a little bit so the sound doesn't overlap? Okay.
What's up, guys? I'm a Palestinian construction worker.
Did that guy go stop?
Everybody
Yeah.
relax.
name. He was an Iraq war vet.
Did you guys hear they arrested Andy Reid? He had a wrapped sheet cake a mile long. Yeah. I saved up all my good ones for Halloween. What do you get when you mix Jeffrey Dahmer and a gay guy? It's just Jeffrey Dahmer. He fucking killed a gay guy. Why are blonde jokes such low-hanging fruit? So the men can remember them. Am I right, Sarah? I thought I was gonna make fun of women. Didn't you? Okay, you guys see what I'm doing. What do you call a bear with no teeth? You know this one. Gummy bear. What do you call a woman with no teeth? The 7-Eleven no denture adventure. Did you guys hear about the mobster who was sleeping with the fishies? Yeah, old Tommy getting sucked off by a goldfish Luciano really got what was coming for him. Some stinky fish pussy. He fucks fish. That's why he has that nickname.
Sometimes the audience is funny.
I know. That one wasn't really a thinker. That guy just.
Who called it farting and not air ejaculation? Why did they call it morning wood and not an alarm cock? Am I right, chicken lady? It's a chicken joke. I'm doing crowd work. Is an Eskimo French kiss when you just sneeze in someone's face? Because, you know, the nose thing and then the slobber. Okay. Okay, I gotta do this. Let's see here. This was
Sarah had us draw fortunes.
I know, I didn't get one.
Someone hates you, my mother. Okay.
That was it.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
my time, and I'm gonna go back to work on the construction site. Thank you.
Good work. Okay. Good showing. Good showing. Okay.
Hell yeah, lots of people hate you.
That part hurt my feelings.
Fuck Sarah.
This is
Think
just
she
for
secretly
me at
hates
this
you.
point.
Just
Let's
kidding.
give it up for
No.
your next comedian, Pat McCarthy.
I didn't compliment her costume.
She subscribes to the podcast.
Well, that's cool.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Nick. So what, you want to, any post-game reactions of yourself, of your own performance? How do you feel? I'm going to go joke by joke here.
Win or lose, I got out there and did new jokes. Mm-hmm. They're a little bit hacky because I just took classic one-liner premises and changed them. But not original material, but it did force me to write and attempt something new. So
I think there's honor in that.
for that, I've said this, and
Dear God, if you can hear that, there's like a squirrel battle outside the window. This is vicious. Anyway, sorry.
it's little birds. They go by the air conditioner.
Oh, okay. Our studio is falling apart. The birds are taking over.
Filled with creatures. Also, birds and dogs and bugs. Get it? Because we're the creature. Anyway.
Well, oh yeah.
Oh, so whatever.
I've always said I'm a big old hypocrite because I have a lot of advice from people and I don't barely take my own advice. I've always said, sometimes it's better to just get up. It's better to just get up and do something different as an exercise than it is to hash out the same stuff over and over or not go up.
Yeah.
I think this is a good example of that. I'm going to start here. Andy Reid Rap Sheet Cake. Just a good pun. See, that's something you can have in your back pocket. Rap sheet cake. That's something that, you went with Andy Reid. Did you say he was arrested recently?
Yeah.
Okay, you made up a news story. That's okay. Made up quite a significant news story there. But at the core...
Someone in the crowd said, yeah. They're like, like they knew.
Oh, he did? But the rap sheet, here's what I think you got out of it. Rap sheet cake, I feel like it's something you just have in your back pocket now.
Yeah.
You just have in your back pocket to throw out randomly whenever a fat celebrity.
Pocket pun.
Yeah, it's just like it's in there. So maybe, probably should change the setup.
Definitely.
Unless Andy Reid is ever actually arrested. Okay, next. Jeffrey Dahmer, mix Jeffrey Dahmer and a gay guy. You said kill the gay guy. I think this one has more potential. So
I wanted to say...
ate a gay guy? Also, Jeffrey Dahmer was a gay guy.
Oh, yeah, true. See, I wanted to say... I was thinking Jeffrey Dahmer because he ate some people. And then what do you get when you mix the person he ate? I wanted to say Jeffrey Dahmer's bowel movement, but I chickened out.
Ooh. That would have been a little better, I think.
Yeah.
But...
I just, for whatever reason, just fumbled it. I just fumbled it.
I'm going to yell at these birds. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
We're not stopping the tape. Hey! Sometimes you might not... I'm going to look fucking nuts.
You gotta
I wear
yell at
shorts.
birds.
Yeah, I wear shorts on these episodes. I ain't going to put on pants for you people. We riled the dogs, but it's fine. I hope it's fine. Jesus Christ. Oh, I've done something way worse. Oh, I've caused something.
You brought it inside.
I've caused something way worse. Anyway, there's something else. I encourage you to not give up on this Jeffrey Dahmer thing. I think there's something else there.
And I have like...
There's something else there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's killed a gay guy. I think it might not even be mixed Jeffrey Dahmer and a gay guy, but there's something about Jeffrey Dahmer mixed.
I think I should be more specific about the context. If I give more details and then just make it a poop joke, would that help?
That could like a misdirection type thing.
Yeah. I tend to like those kinds of jokes.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable doing them.
It could also be there's just something I can't put my finger on it right now. I haven't had enough time to think about it, but there's something about it's just a cannibalism joke.
Yeah.
So
it's a cannibalism joke that I want to make a bowel movement joke.
Okay, that's fine. See, I think that might be the most obvious direction there. Okay, so the blonde joke, I don't know. That one was one of my top 3.
Okay.
I think it's a very clever joke. It's very street jokey, but it's very smart because you just turn a blonde joke into a men are stupid joke.
Yeah. Everyone is waiting for me to talk about voluptuous breasts on a stupid person who happens to have blonde hair.
Yeah, there's something, that's a very clever joke. I think that joke would also do very well as a meme. That's certain corners of the internet.
Yeah.
I think that it might shine most as a meme or as like a koozie or something.
Well,
I like that one.
copyright.
That shows how smart you are. Gummy Bear, 7-Eleven Adventure, huge laugh.
The No Denture Adventure.
The No Denture Adventure. That was good. Did you come up with No Denture Adventure?
Yeah, kind of. It's like a I didn't come up with it, actually. One of my friends said it one time.
Well, yeah, but that's like not a thing. It's not a pre-existing meme floating around out there.
No.
Okay. I like No Denture Adventure. That's like another thing, like the rap sheet cake, probably even better. Just in your pocket.
Yeah.
You were doing it in the context of this like gummy bear joke. But now I think that punchline hit. Just as a funny combination of words.
Yeah.
Okay. Mobs. Oh, sorry.
Kind of a groaner, too. People didn't. Anyway.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Well, actually, I might have seen that one. Sleep with the fishies. Okay, so I see what you were doing here. Because this was a good kind of like an anti-joke. Because clearly by the time we got this far into your set, it was pretty clear you were going to have the guy fucking a fish.
Yeah.
But then you say, and got what was coming to him. So it's like you have both meanings.
Yeah,
And that's a Nick Domini. That's again shows the way your mind works. And I like the way your mind works. That you didn't just go, you could have just said fucking a fish, and then it would have been like, ugh. And perhaps this isn't the best joke.
It's not a great
You
joke.
sold it pretty good. But the I want to give you a star for including the end he's actually dead. I think that's what makes it funny. Air ejaculation. That's just a classic. You have these little, really for these last three, morning wood, alarm cock, French kiss, sneeze in the mouth is definitely in my top three.
You laughed, and I almost never get a laugh at that joke. I like that joke.
I like it. I'm a fan of sneeze in the mouth. It's funny. But yeah, I don't have any. I'm not going to use this segment to give big advice. Like that's just my take on these jokes this week.
That's helpful.
I think your last three are just you can just pull them out whenever, kind of.
Yeah.
They're just like. You could also embed them into. Yeah, I'm not going to get into bigger.
Yeah.
Overall, you know how to write a joke. You had some triumphs.
The last three I actually wrote. Those are like thoughts that came to me, and I wasn't, like
They're kind of
the other ones. I
puns.
was like, I need some material, and didn't know where to start. My grandpa always had this little classic one-liners joke book on the back of his toilet, and I would read those as a kid. I wish I still had it. That would be amazing, but
Well, I'm going to say good job.
I went back to that for inspiration.
Hey, man, if we're going to start doing this consistently, some weeks different inspiration. I think when you watch mine, you'll see that I had no inspiration. Okay, so I'm good unless you have any final thoughts.
No, I appreciate the feedback. It's actually helpful to hear it from someone objectively, because I can speculate, but yeah. Anyway, you ready to crank this hog?
Okay, I'm gonna 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I am Skella Boner.
That's what the fortune said.
What? That's a bar. I don't fucking. I don't have any jokes. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. All right, I'm just gonna read off a list of things that I have been scared of in my life. Mountain lions. I read. You ever read Where the Red Fern Grows? That book just ends. They give it to you when you're a kid. It just ends with a mountain lion fucking killing the dog. Anyway, nuclear war. Yeah, Judgment Day, Terminator 2 got me on that one. The Rapture. Terrified of the Rapture. Anybody here still believe in the Rapture? Woo, the Rapture. I was terrified. When I was a kid, if I woke up, my dad was on a jog, I'd be like, this is it. I'm fucking stuck on Earth with the Antichrist. Aneurysms. They get you. They get you good when you least expect it. Fear of sleep.
When I was in college, I developed a fear of sleep because I got thinking too hard about. You just stop thinking for 8 or 9 hours, and you just kind of trust that you wake up. Batman. When I was 5, I was terrified of Batman. The only Batman movie that was out was the Tim Burton one, and he was just this really angry dude who beat up a clown, and that didn't go over well with me. Ghosts. Anybody here believe in ghosts? Yeah, you know, they're scary. There's not a lot to say about that. This one's good. La Chupacabra. Terrified as a child of La Chupacabra. There was an Unsolved Mysteries episode all about La Chupacabra, and they had a map where it was like, it started in Puerto Rico, and then it was just, you know how they have those maps about like global warming and shit? But it was like the migration pattern of La Chupacabra, and they had it going up through Mexico into Oklahoma, and I refused to feed the dogs at night. Dracula. One time I was on a hayride / haunted forest, and I kicked a guy dressed like Dracula in the balls. They tried to kick us out, and my parents said I lied, and I said he touched me. I lied, Mom. I said Dracula touched me, and I had to kick him in the balls. And they threatened to sue the haunted hayride, and I got away with that one. Oh no. Movie theater screens. When I was a kid, I was convinced they were big TV screens and they could fall over and impale us all with glass. So for about 8 years of my childhood, I had a plan to duck under the seats and then crawl my way out over my dead family members' bodies who were all impaled with glass. I think this is the last. Alien abduction. I'm still scared of alien abduction. I say prayers at night so the aliens don't. This is more like a therapy session. I don't want alien abduction. The last one, abandonment. It's not so. Don't pity me. Don't pity me. All right, I love you all. Bye. Have a good night.
Hell yeah. Give it up for that skeleton dick.
Can I do my subjective take?
Yeah.
No. All night I told him, okay, I knew I had to go up because we were doing this segment.
When was the last time you went up?
Since Chestnut died, it's been like very sparse.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was on stage would have been early or mid-October. I had a friend come into town from Portland and we did 2 shows.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
featured
yeah.
for him in Lawrence and Wichita.
Yeah.
That I did like real material, but that actually is probably the last time I was on stage doing stand-up.
Yeah. You've done that.
And that was probably the first week. Yeah, well, yeah, I did sketch, but that don't count that. That's not, that's not this. So I went up. So what I did was I couldn't write. So I just said, it's Halloween, it's spooky. I'm just going to riff on things that scare me instead of trying to make like Halloween jokes. Definitely not proud of having to rely on the boner there at the end.
I just think that was a little cherry on top for everybody.
I'll save my takeaway from this set is that, and I'll do this exercise sometimes. I used to call it like my list of people I want to kill. And if I needed to fill time or something, I would make a list of things that like annoyed me that week or like annoy me in general. And then I'd say, okay, now I'm going to read my list of people I want to kill. And then I would just have these 1-word prompts that are like, the lady in front of me at Subway took too long to make her sandwich. And then you kind of just rant and then you just see what works and what doesn't. And then you have the video to go back through later. So like there's a few things in there I feel like I could expand on in the future in a different context.
The aneurysms, like they'll get you. That idea cracks me up.
Yeah, and I think all these are obviously personal. These are real things I was scared of in my life.
Like people could tell that you were being sincere.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell, and you. I'm not gonna say relied on but you have like you're charismatic. You can like talk about these things, and people aren't like when you said abandonment, they were with you.
Yeah,
You know, like they
you want them with you.
They were empathizing because they could tell you were being sincere. So like,
oh yeah, that one was like number 2 on my real list. I was thinking about real things. This was a real. Okay,
Yeah.
I will clear the air real fast. I did not lie about the Dracula touching me. He actually
was
did.
gonna ask you about
He
that.
actually did. Like, I was like on the ground. I like tripped or something, and they were like standing over me, and it is still kind of funny because
Was he part of the haunted forest? Was he
Yes.
like a character? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
there was a few of them, and
But that's like the rule at those places. You don't actually chainsaw people. You just like get next to them.
Yeah.
You don't like grab them. You just jump out. You know.
and my memory of it's pretty hazy. I just remember having one of those paranoid kid thoughts where it's like, you know, you're in this haunted forest, and then like you're alone, and then like for the first time in your life you have like a paranoid thought, and it's like, well, this would be where a real vampire would blend in or some shit.
Yeah.
I remember thinking something like that, and then I kicked them. And then there was like some hubbubaloo, but not really. Like nobody threatened to sue anybody. I do think looking back, they probably were acting inappropriate. Like
Right.
I'm pretty sure he touched me, but like even if he didn't, I don't even think the touching thing was necessarily part of it. I'll have to ask my mom. Doesn't matter. And nobody knows who this person is. You know, it's just whatever. It could be made up. But
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there so no one thinks I'm a piece of shit. I think that if you're running a haunted house and you have a kid on the ground, like not even standing up, screaming,
It went too far.
and you're close enough to be kicked by a little kid,
How old were you?
then like I was probably, I don't remember. I was at the oldest 10, but I really think I was younger.
So yeah.
I'm gonna clear the air there. I didn't fucking lie about a person touching me. It was terrifying. I probably did overreact.
Well, I don't know. Like you
Okay,
said,
I'm gonna
if he
let you
was
go.
still close enough and you could kick it, like he was probably standing over, you know, like
And I think you know, and obviously
Whatever.
I'm very okay. So I'll let you go. I'll do my final thoughts later, but I think this was a fun exercise.
the Chupacabra thing. Not to laugh at your fears, but I won't feed the dog. I didn't want to feed the dogs at night. That cracked me up. I thought that was a fun riff.
I felt like that. Like I feel like the aneurysms that surprised me. I feel like the La Chupacabra is something that like I really want to tell on stage someday for real, because I was a big Unsolved Mysteries kid,
Same.
and I remember they literally.
I had to like sneak them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, we watched it. My mom's a very spooky lady. We love spooky shows.
My mom was very like protective.
Yeah.
Like if dad was home and it was on, like he wouldn't come downstairs and make me, you know, I didn't have to worry. But if mom was home, then I had to like have the last channel button queued up with the weather channel. Like I've been watching the weather channel downstairs for 8 hours.
I feel like my mom was protective, but like she was never protective about spooky things. We live very paranormal free. Like we watch stuff about ghosts or you know whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
I feel like that one needs to expand because or maybe it's just the map. That's what's funny to me because it was real. Maybe this is just like a YouTube video I should make, or I should do like a thing on this show.
Yeah.
They literally had a map that was like the states were like painted in red, and they showed like the Chupacabra like encroaching.
it was like a clip art image.
I mean, yeah, like they would with like killer bees or something, but they're talking about like a mythical monster. But I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about myself.
Well, the map reminds me of a fear of mine. It's a little off topic, but Lyme disease, same kind of map.
Oh yeah, those maps are terrifying.
Yeah.
Because they get near where you are.
It started in Lime Bay, which is a bay directly across from an island off the coast of New York, I think, called Plum Island, which is it was like a fucking chemical, biological research facility for like
I didn't know that.
bioweapons, and like now it's in Manhattan, Kansas. It's called NBAF, but it used to be off the. And that's where the first case of Lyme
Are
disease
you saying
was.
Lyme disease might be a Wuhan lab situation?
I believe it
I've
is.
never heard that. That's crazy.
Because you can watch. I found a map, and it's like the timeline of the first like diagnosed case, and that's why they called it Lyme disease, because it was Lyme Bay, Lyme, the bay that's directly across
Oh no.
from Plum Island, and then the timeline, it just like goes out like this into the rest of the country. Like,
Oh no.
yeah, like anyway, my sister had Lyme disease, so she's fine now. But
Lyme disease is scary. I had a boss once who had Lyme disease. It kind of wrecked her life a little bit.
yeah,
very
she lost
tired.
her job,
Yeah.
and anyway, whatever. Oh no, I like this as an exercise,
Fleas and ticks.
dude. If I could nuke Noah for bringing them on the ark, I would do it. Anyway,
All right, you like the exercise.
yeah, I mean, you got good riffs.
If nothing else, that's kind of what I was saying with you. If nothing else, I now have a few things I could work on developing instead of just doing something I know would work.
I mean, we're not prepping for Netflix specials.
No, not yet.
Not
No, probably not ever.
not this month.
Not this month.
Yeah, this was like a thing we decided to do last week. So
Yeah. So
I have one more if you want to do. You want to save that one?
let's save it.
Okay.
I feel like that might be a separate segment. I feel
Well-
weird also talking about people when they're not here a little bit or without.
He said he's cool. I think we should do it because it does fit this vibe of like doing an exercise and
Okay.
yeah. I think,
All right, let's do it. What's the story here?
The story is local legend Phil Andrews. I asked him if he'd want to participate in something like this and if I could film his set. And so he wrote, and well, he had some of these already written. Same thing. He just like, I tried to write as many one-liners as I could and do as many as he could in 3 minutes. And
Ooh, I like that as many as you could thing.
yeah. He wrote 13 and then riffed like 2 other.
Somewhere on a phone, it might even be your phone, I have a video of me trying to fit in like, I think it was like 25 or 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we wrote that night. Anyway, let's Phil Andrew, we'll look up his birthday. Can't mention anyone without saying their birthday. Actually, I'm saying all the public information I can. Ooh, wait, what the? This is not him. Oh, it says he's widowed. From Dick, Colorado. Born May 6th, widowed. Phil, you got me. He works at your mom's house. God, he got me.
Fucking guy.
All right, let's watch Phil. 1, 2, 3, go.
For Phil Andrews!
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Speaking of state-sanctioned torture, that was Guantanamo gay as fuck. Am I right, guys? This lady's dressed as a chicken. It's a good thing you're not dressed as a king. Otherwise, she'd probably stage a coup. Am I right, fellas? What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit, suck my cock. All right, guys, that's fun. I've been golfing a lot. You guys like to golf? I'm pretty new to it. They use a bunch of terms I don't understand. Like, as soon as you get paired up with 2 strangers, they're like, oh, what's your handicap? I'm like, I don't know, erectile dysfunction? They're like, do you need a scorecard? I'm like, I need a blue chew. Maybe I can finally find a hole in one. What the fuck, guys? Oh man, in other news, let's get to the news. A group of migrants caused mass road blockage at the border, trying to smuggle in 3 truckloads of illegal fruit preserves. That's right, a traffic jam of trafficked jam. That joke took me an hour to write. In other news, a new Kansas City coalition is trying to get the yearly homicide rate to under 100. Their first move, defunding the police. This has sparked the safe surrender movement to come into Kansas City, which really confused me because I thought the safe surrender movement ended when police brutally murdered George Floyd. That one left you breathless, huh? Hey, guys.
Whoa,
All right,
I didn't
it's fuck you. More news, inflation's getting bad. Really, it's already hard enough to blow up these balloons. What are we doing, guys? Look, I'll finish up with the politics. I'm not into politics. I'm more into politics. That's bugs that be fucking. Yeah, that's right. Do you guys know Apple has a setting to turn off Amber Alerts in the iPhone? Yeah, I thought Steve Jobs started Apple, not Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of guys say they like their women like they like their coffee. I like my women like I like my wine. That's right, barefoot. Hello, I have a foot fetish. My favorite part of being skinny is that they're just jeans. All right, guys. What else? I read somewhere recently that pigs have 30-minute orgasms. So hopefully all that shaking and sweating will help Lizzo drop a few pounds, huh? Fuck that fat bitch. Speaking of coming in 30 minutes, I came twice once in 30 minutes. It's taken Jesus 2,000 years. All right, guys, I got two more. I got caught cheating once and she tried to cut my balls off. That's right, it must have been one important math quiz. I read an article recently that said that your sexual preferences as an adult can sometimes be linked to mundane experiences you had in your childhood. I was like, that makes perfect sense. I was a Boy Scout for 8 years, and I'm pretty into bondage. And getting molested. All right, I've been Phil Andrews. Thank you so much, guys.
I had to Google. I was on my phone, not because I was disinterested. I wanted to Google the safe surrender.
I think
It's what it sounds like. Just like if you're a fugitive, you get to turn yourself in without a... I didn't know that was like a thing. I thought that was just has always been a thing. You just walk in a police station and be like, I did it.
Yeah.
Phil, good job. Wrote a bunch of one-liners, dude.
Riffed a couple.
For
context, his first joke was about the set before him.
Yes.
He was dressed up as the
guy before him was dressed up as the Abu Ghraib.
Yeah, the guy who they put a hood on and electrocuted. And he just read the description of the atrocities of that whole context. And there was an Iraq war veteran in the front row.
Oh, that's how you knew that guy was there. That's how it came up.
And his wife was a chicken. His wife or girlfriend, maybe, I don't know.
Was the chicken?
Yeah, she's super nice.
So, good job, Phil.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dude, you did it. You just did new stuff you wrote that night. What were my favorites?
The math test, like she caught me cheating.
Math test, yeah, I starred that one.
Yeah.
That one was good. Good misdirection there.
The trafficked jam.
Traffic jam is good. Yeah, that one was clever.
Yeah.
There was another. Oh man, this is three different shows of notes on one page in different pen colors, and so I'm like, this is how my mind works. I thought the golf handicap was a good premise. Yeah. Just as a play on the word handicap.
I think he wrote a lot of these like while he was at the club waiting to go.
Yes, yeah. Clearly these were, yeah. First of all, Phil, this is high energy Phil, dude.
True.
Phil's very smooth, very good comic, in my opinion. This was I've never seen him like this, just riffing off all these like
he said Andrew Yonke pissed him off because he bombed so hard.
That's hilarious.
And he had to go up in a dead room. Sorry, Yonke.
My favorite one was I like my women like I like my wine barefoot.
Yes.
That was good. That one I think could literally be in a set.
Yeah.
That's a keeper.
Hello. That's my Phil Andrews impression.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
The stage a coup thing was just because there's a lady in the front row dressed like a chicken.
A coop.
Yeah, that was a good off the top of the head.
Yeah.
Not gonna, it's gonna be hard to use that one in the future.
Yeah.
I thought the premise. Okay, I thought two things. Here's another. Okay, the one-liner about barefoot I thought was good. It could be smuggled in like other sets.
Yeah.
I thought he shined a little bit. And I'd like to see more elaboration on these two things outside of like one-liners. I think he obviously has strong feelings about defunding the police. That one's literally just like a news story. Like,
right.
He's like, this group wants to reduce crime. Their first thing is to defund the police. I think you can go somewhere with that premise. I'd love to see him do more on that. And then the Amber Alerts on the iPhone.
Oh yeah.
I for a while I've been thinking about writing about Amber Alerts. I do think it's funny that you can turn them off.
Right.
And there's a lot to dig into there. He was just doing one-liners, so he went with the Jeffrey Epstein thing. I think he should expand on his thoughts on turning off Amber Alerts. What that says about somebody. It's kind of a funny situation. You're just like out with somebody and like...
You have to make that decision at some point to do it.
You got to be like, am I going to save... You got to sit there and look at your phone like, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
If I turn this off, I can't be a vigilante.
Yeah, you have to give up your right to be a vigilante crime fighter.
I mean, I'll be honest, a little piece of me every time I get an Amber Alert, a little piece of me is like...
You just go look out the window.
I like to just...
make sure.
Yeah, or if I'm out or if I'm out driving.
Right.
I'm like, okay, gray Chevy. Okay. All right.
You're in a
But what do I do? Do I do like a pin maneuver? Do I just like follow them while on the phone with 911? I'm not sure what to do. I would feel awkward.
You could like, I don't know. I guess if you saw them driving, it'd be hard. But like,
I feel like you got to follow them.
Keep a can of spray paint and like spray paint their bumper, so you know. So it's like,
yeah, but then it's like, okay,
I don't know.
So you gotta. Well, at some point you gotta contact the authorities.
And they might be dangerous too, so you got to take. Your life is in your hands, and these children's lives. That's
true.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you call, imagine this scenario. Like, one, you're sitting there. You're driving along, or let's say you're in a parking lot. Let's say you leave the grocery store, and you get an Amber Alert, and you look, and you see like the car right there in the grocery store parking lot. So you run and you get in your car and you're driving home and you're like on hold with 911 because there's hold for 911 in the city. It's disgusting. And then you finally get them and they're like, hello, and you're like, I have information on the Amber Alert. And they're like, where is he? And you're like, Overland Park, Price Chopper, 75th and Metcalf. And they're like, sir, this is the KCPD. And you're like, yeah, I'm driving home. And they're like, okay, we'll relay. And they're like, what? You didn't? They're like, you just saw it and you didn't sit and look. You didn't like, you just left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, I feel like I want to know what they would expect me to do. What do they expect you to do? Like, if I called and said I saw them here or they were headed this direction,
they would.
But I had to go to my niece's birthday party, so I went the opposite direction. Would they be mad at me?
They would expect you to do exactly what they would do, which is absolutely nothing.
Okay. And it's also like...
Wait 20 minutes and then go home like you would anyway.
The personal dilemma. The personal dilemma of like, am I going to be the guy who doesn't care about Amber Alerts? Yeah. Then there's a scenario, let's say you're out with friends, there's 4 or 5 of you, and everyone's phone goes off but yours, and they're like... they're like, Nick, buddy, why didn't your phone go off? You're like, oh, I turned Amber Alerts off.
I opted out.
And they're like,
or they,
what, you monster? Who turns Amber Alerts off? So you're like, it's annoying. And they're like, it happens once every 3 months.
When you said that, I thought it was like, oh, the Amber Amber Alert wouldn't go to the person who had abducted the kid.
Oh, that's funny.
Because they would know. They know,
Yeah, you
but
have
usually,
to explain that.
whatever.
I bet it does go, but yeah, it's just like the social
Yeah,
awkwardness.
what the person who's doing it gets the alert and they're like, never gonna catch me.
So you're on a first date. You're on a first date and Amber Alert goes off. And your phones are right here and then hers is going off and yours isn't. And then it starts a thing. You could go that way with it, Phil. We can make a sketch. I think that's funny. And then you gotta explain to this girl.
He's onto something.
You gotta explain to this girl, like, why. And it is funny because the only reason to turn it off is that it's like annoying sometimes. Like,
Well, even if you're
twice a year.
But like, yeah, it doesn't matter because everyone else's is going off. Then it's gonna be like the wave is gonna break at some point, and there will be like 80% of people who turn it off, and only 20%, and then it's like those people are gonna get shamed, but then they're gonna fight. They're gonna push back to like keep the hooking alerts on. I don't know. It's gonna create a weird social dynamic now.
I think, Phil, you think you should dive into that. I might dive into that a little too. Yeah, our overall good exercise.
Good set from Phil.
Solid.
Revived a dead room.
Yes, I saw that actually. I think I was actually in the room for that set.
Yeah.
I might have went after him. I don't remember. Anyway, any final thoughts on him? Thanks for letting us do that.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Follow Dick, Colorado native Phil Andrews. I forget what his tags are on. He's on Instagram. Phil Andrews Comedy. I don't know.
You know what? If you're watching this on YouTube, he's probably commented.
He's probably already commented.
And so just go down to the comments and find Phil Andrews.
Yeah. Go ask him for his home address.
That's the
so
easiest
you
way to
can-
find him from here.
So you can get in those comments.
Get up in there. All right.
How are we feeling?
That was our newest segment. We want to do this. I'd like to do it weekly, at least bi-weekly,
Regularly.
regularly. It'll force us to write more. Definitely, this has encouraged me to be more prepared
Yeah.
next week. I'm going to try to
Yeah.
make it a thing where unless I've done the joke for the first time for this segment, I don't repeat jokes. So, like, if one of the things I thought went over okay from this time, if I want to elaborate on that, I will bring it back. But I'm going to save this segment for all new stuff I've never done before, unless it's something I'm working out from the segment. That's my personal rule. I don't care what you do. I'm going to use this as inspiration to work harder.
This is kind of like an evaluation of the process. So if like I have jokes that if I have a new joke, I make myself do it 3 times before I give up on it, because it could be the room, it could be me that night.
I don't think that's a bad rule.
Like bare minimum. If I do it 3 times, if I still like the Eskimo kisses, French kisses joke, in my mind hasn't ever really gotten a laugh, but I keep doing it.
Right.
So either I decide that I like the joke, because I mean, okay, Bobcat Goldthwait was here he's at the comedy club this weekend. He says that on stage. He's like, some of these jokes are just for me because I think they're funny, and if you think then we get to laugh together. And some of them he knows he's doing just for the audience, like implying that he might not love that joke, but he knows it's funny to most people. So yeah, it's like you gotta fucking pay the bills. So.
I mean, let's be honest here, though. There's different types of for the audience, because
True.
Because
I'm just
most stuff, even if you died laughing writing it, by the time you've done it 100 times, it can't really be for you. I mean,
Right.
unless it's just like so special.
yeah, true. I see what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm not Bobcat, who is hilarious. And if you're seeing this, you've already missed your chance to see him in Kansas City, but you should go see him. I did not expect him to be that freaking funny at stand-up, that good. He's a pro, dude. He's fucking amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he hung out with like Bill Murray and Rob
Oh,
Williams.
yeah.
They were like,
Super nice guy, too.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Okay. So that was stand up. I have a birthday party to go to, but I want to rush through the next one.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I want
let's
to
do
rush
it.
through the next one. It's our weekend show. So it's time for
Negating all personal responsibility.
this is the segment where we read a horoscope, a fortune cookie,
Yep.
and draw a tarot card. I'm trying to find the weekly horoscopes for next week. Here it is. Oh God, we're gonna go pure wow this time.
Cool.
I'm sorry, Nick.
I don't care.
I didn't know the stand up would go that long.
It's okay.
Okay, you want to go first? You're a lion, aren't you?
Leo.
That's right. I'm gonna read your horoscope.
This is for next week. Okay.
This is for the week. Yeah, this is when you're seeing this. It's for the week coming up. Leo, there's no sugarcoating it. The last few months have been stressful for you. Wow, this one's hitting it. Leo, it's been a constant struggle to figure out a good balance between hard work and recovery. On the 3rd, you face one last challenge that proves your resilience. That's Monday. Wait, that's Sunday.
It's tomorrow. Fuck.
That's the day this is dropping, probably. Uh-oh.
Go on.
Okay.
Lay it on me, man.
Mars enters your sign on the same day to stay for the next 2 months. It's gonna be a big. Your horoscopes for the last few times have been mentioning that like basically fall and winter are gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated
Oh.
under this influence and take care not to push yourself too hard. Let out your anger. Not on me, please. And use the long-term passion and heat to your advantage. This week's mantra is sizzle.
That one kind of resonates.
That one resonates hard, knowing what I know about your life.
Recovery, literally, the 7th of...
The last few months?
Yeah, I was on house arrest last few months. November 7th will be 1 year sobriety for me.
So I don't know what the test is going to be on Sunday, but...
I'm having lunch with my mom and her boyfriend.
Here's your fortune cookie.
Okay.
This one's good. This one, I feel like that's a good horoscope.
It's, yeah, I'm a cook. We got a busy couple weeks coming up. I'm going to have to sizzle.
Sizzle. That's another connection.
Learn Chinese. Curry chicken.
Curry chicken.
Kaylee G, I think. I don't know. Don't speak Mandarin. Men are apt to settle a question rightly when it is discussed freely. Okay.
That's interesting. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. Just, yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, here you go. Come here, Daisy. Come here.
I keep telling them don't feed any living thing these fortune cookies. I've had them for easily a year
Look,
and
she's
a half.
she has an iron gut. An iron gut. Sometimes.
All right, sir. Pick a card.
I'm going with this one right on the top.
Damn.
Intuition is seeing with the soul.
Okay, what do you take away from this combo?
I just need to be honest with myself and not be afraid to speak it in whatever conflicts are coming up. I think if I don't do that, that will perpetuate a conflict. I'm coming out of a funk with some energy. I do need to stay hydrated. I have a fucking cramp in my foot right now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes, I've been thinking literally about not drinking enough water for the last week and trying to stay hydrated. Having some success, but not always. I don't know. Trust my gut. That's what I take away from it. Trust my gut.
Trust your gut. All right, my turn. Here's my horse.
Okay. The week begins with major negotiations that leave you feeling proud of all the ways you're able to assert your needs and prioritize your worth. With this week's events, you finally push past emotional and financial stress that's been keeping you small, not only for the last few months, but the last several years. As you enter this new era, shout out Taylor Swift, it's time to be. It's time to.
I'm in my financial negotiation era.
It's it's time to be very picky about who you let enter, who you let into the inner circle. Remember, no is a complete sentence. This week's mantra: close or close? I don't know. Probably close.
I think close, like coffees for closers. I don't know.
Yeah. That's kind of given the I think it's close, but also close because you're talking about inner circle. So.
I'm not really expecting
They gave you
financial negotiations this week. They gave me a what?
like a duplicitous. That's a Gemini kind of trait. They give you a word with two.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, that's interesting.
Like a double entendre, I guess.
This one's going to take me for a ride. I not expecting major negotiations. Apparently, I'll win them. I'll be proud at least. So there'll be some kind of. I'm going to push fast emotional and financial stress, keeping me small for the last several years.
It's like we were talking about Chestnut, your dog you had for 12 years, and you were kind of. I don't know. It's a sad thing. It takes
But what
a
is
toll.
that?
But then you got back on stage and blah blah blah.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. I just don't know what the financial. I mean, I guess we'll figure it out.
I mean, I owe you rent money, so.
But that's. First of all, that I want to know what the several. This makes me feel like something's going to happen at my job.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of what it would be. But okay, so that's that. I'm gonna open my fortune cookie.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
I might just skip it at this. I don't know. The pod. The pod is so important. If you want to feed that old fortune cookie to your dog.
Come here, you old dirty dog.
Tinky weather.
Oh.
Okay. Damn, dude. So what did this say? I gotta be careful about who I let in my inner circle, and no is a complete sentence.
And
Dude, that's crazy. Close.
could be close.
Close could have multiple
Like
meanings.
closing a deal or like
Or
close.
closing a door.
Oh, there you go.
And
yeah.
my
boundary.
it's a boundary thing. And then my fortune cookie says, just believe it, water and oil cannot be mixed. That's all right. This is weird because yours were very good and very specific. Mine is matching up so far, but I have no
Yeah.
idea what it's referencing. I feel like there's a conflict bubbling up that I don't even know is happening. Oh, do you want to shuffle these?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fair.
I think my card's gonna decide.
I
think if we're gonna do this- If we're gonna do this weekly, we should
we should keep a log or something.
we should keep like a 1 or 2 sentence prediction.
For
And then the next week we say, last week we thought this was going to happen, but this is
Okay.
what happened. So I will update you on my negotiations and who I let into my exclusive inner circle.
hopefully you're not kidnapped, and that's
Yeah. I
negotiate.
turned off my own Amber Alerts. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna shuffle through, and you tell me when to stop.
Okay.
And the card that's on top will be all right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Stop. Dang. Oh, I didn't get the one that I've been getting the last 3 times. The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. Man, that's also the close off inner circle.
Right.
That's that shit. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what would happen if I would. Yeah. So I'm apparently in my circle era. I'm in my Nick get out. Nick get out of my circle. I'm interested to see.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what happens. All right.
Yeah. It's not gonna tell you what's gonna happen because then you might.
Because then I know it was fake.
Yeah.
I would know that purewow.com doesn't know the future.
Never meet your hero. Never see how the sausage is made. The pure wow sausage.
Well, any final thoughts for the week?
Oh, hell of an episode. Heck of an episode, excuse me.
I said butt fucking. I think you can say hell of an episode.
Well, my fucking dog's right here. I don't want her getting any ideas.
Yeah, don't get any ideas. All right. Well, we love you, and thank you for watching Phil Andrews. Now we're watching you.
Phil
now you're
Andrews-
watching us.
Yeah.
Watching you. If you start a thing where you film yourself watching us, I'll subscribe and I'll be watching you, watching us watch you, while you were on stage watching us.
We'll create a time loop paradox that we're all three stuck in.
Yep, Phil, you're in the inner circle, baby. If you want to be. Where's my
Comment
money?
below if you
Comment below with the number of E's. Anyway,
Yeah. We
bye.
love you.
Bye, everybody.